Yo, guys. Yeah, so we just told somebody he's definitely gonna scam me either way, so. We beat him 2-0. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's 2-0. It might have been 3-0. 3-1, I mean. So. We beat him 2-0. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's 2-0. It might have been 3-0. 3-1, I mean. Bro, my dog is barking like crazy. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Dog is barking like crazy. Dog is barking like crazy. Doug, Doug, Doug. Oh my gosh, a Doug, Doug, Doug. Definitely not worth the drag. Alright, let's practice our stupidini pentatio. I love Sam. I like Sam. I hate cake. Okay, bro. Taco trait is now golded. 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 Golded. Oh my god. Taco trait is now Gotino. Ilan Miski. Bruh, my ping is finally okay. We can finally do it. Now, to tell you, let me go to that thing on the tips. Let me go to my hip. My ping is 16. It's okay. What? No, you don't get one. What? What the heck you say? You heck, no, we don't get one. What the heck? What the? Why do you get 1-0, bro? No, I get 1-0. I'm not running as spooky and pumpkin for that. Okay, bro. I guess, bro. I guess. You'll get 1. Okay. Fine, you get 1. Fine, bro. Fine. Got anything else to do? Got anything else to do, though? Have anything else to do? Besides the catcher card? Yeah, do you got anything? I don't want to lose my spooky. Okay. I'll run that. Yes. Actually, bro, this might be a big vouch. Wait, I'm gonna record. Hello guys, today we will be doing our Bandonita Dolphinita for this catcher card. Thank you Elon Musk for trusting me. Yeah, this is another vouch. Rainbow catcher card's pretty rare. We're giving him 1-0 since we're giving him 1-0 since his ping is 250. So go ahead and take your 1-0. I I think he wants to do. Yes, meta start. All right, we're doing no meta start, which is kind of annoying since I don't really do that anymore. So he has really high ping.
Cash or card?
GG, bro. Don't middle battle. You don't have to middle battle.
Cash or card?
Middle battling is not involved. Okay, we got 1-0, 1-0, 1-0, 1-1, 1-1. If we win this, I'm gonna be so happy. You don't have to middle battle. You don't have to middle battle.
Cash or card?
You don't have to middle battle. Okay. Okay. Yeah, too high ping for middle battle. Lol.
Cash or card?
That was a good grab, not gonna lie. Wait, so what are we gonna do? Oh shoot. Since
Cash or card?
ooh, we're winning. That's bad. Don't mind me. Did he even see my text? Okay, yeah. Rush me, bro. Rush me. Rush me. Bro, rush me.
Cash or
Bro,
card?
you're not even rushing. You're not even rushing there. Bro, what? Bro! Nah! Bro! Bro. Bro, he's cheating now? Are we serious? Bro. Bro, I literally could have won. But you cheated, bro. Yeah, bro. I'm not dueling you. Bro, oh my gosh. Do you know the difference when I say no freaking med, bro? It means that you can hit, but you can't med. You can hit them and go, but you can't med them. Oh my gosh. Do you know anything, bro? Oh my gosh, bro. We could have won a cashier card, but no. Mr. Elon Musk is mad, so he cheats. Fine, restarted, bro. Jeez.
You know that feeling when the playlist is easy?
Hey, don't forget the good stuff.
The breeze shows up on time?
Oh, this looks so good.
But the picnic doesn't really start until the potato salad arrives. Yeah, we know that feeling. Reese's, proud sponsor of Good Times.
Let's face it, most of us aren't gonna set foot on Mars.
I'm on Mars! It's freezing. I'm gonna go back to the module.
Some things are out of reach,
I got this.
but a card with access to
Could have won, bro.
Alright guys, send me trades. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and stream now, so we no like trades, no views, no nothing.
Bro, but give me one Garma. Why?
Oh my gosh, bro. But bro, because we middle battled, so... Yeah, bro, I'll trade after I duel this annoying guy who doesn't know anything. Bro! Nah, bro, I'm not dueling you. Yeah, I'll trade, bro, I'll trade. Oh my gosh. He had to say he cheated and restart the duel. It was perfectly fine, bro. And now he can't even duel because of you.
I was doing scuba with 80 kids from my new school when my
Bro, what is this?
I was doing scuba with 80 kids from my new school when my parents and grandma pulled into the driveway. I completely froze because this secret party was my one shot at being popular in my new school, and they were home early.
Literally, it's this kid. What? And then I go here and it says scuba.
I was doing scuba with 80 kids from my new school when my parents and grandma pulled into the driveway. I completely froze because this secret party was my one shot at being popular in my new school, and they were home early. I jumped off the table so fast I nearly rolled my ankle. My mom walked in with my dad behind her, and their heads immediately turned to a girl throwing up in the new houseplant and a kid peeing in the hallway corner. I screamed, "Alexa, stop the music!" My dad raised a finger, and everyone went still. The party can keep going, under one condition. I nodded so hard my neck hurt. I was ready to do anything. He pointed outside. "Grandma's in the car. Tonight, she parties. With all of you." My eyes widened because I had no idea why my parents wanted my grandma to party with a bunch of high schoolers.
Bro, why did I have to do this?
Before I could say anything, a chant started near the couch. "Grandma, Grandma!" I went to open the front door, and my 4'8" grandma immediately walked in wearing thick sunglasses, a crop top, and
That's how tall
a
I
jean
am.
skirt. "Grandma, what the?" She handed me her tin. "Hold my cookies." She shook the nearest kid's hand like she was running for mayor. "Doris, you can call me D." She pulled the aux out of the DJ kid's hand and started playing Drake. Finally, some good shit. I walked up to my mom. "Mom, what is going on?" She whispered. "She sold her house yesterday. She'd spent 50 years in one town." Her voice went soft. "With Grandpa gone, we couldn't let her first night with us be a quiet one." By midnight, she was up on my kitchen table with 80 kids screaming, "D, D," instead of my name. 3 weeks of lunch alone, and now the whole school knew exactly who I was, Dee's grandson. I was doing I saw dark storm clouds ahead over our whale-watching boat, but the captain turned his radio down and steered us further out. I woke up one morning and didn't feel my wife Sandra next to me. I didn't think much, but when I went downstairs, I found a note on the kitchen table. "I'm leaving to go find myself. I'll be back one day, but I don't know when." Our car wasn't in the driveway, and my stomach dropped. I immediately tried calling her, but realized I was blocked, and that's when I heard our 2 crying daughters behind me. "Is mommy leaving?"
Bruh, she took the car.
My youngest held up the note. I instantly hugged them and told them no, but Sandra was already posting pictures from Hawaii. That's when I got a notification from my bank and realized she'd also taken all our savings. I gripped my head, and that night I got a second job at a gas station to make rent. I returned in the morning with sunken eyes and found my daughters huddled over their phones, crying because their mom had blocked them too. A year passed, then 2. We'd written her 100 cards, begging her to come back, but never heard a word. My daughters cried every night, but 4 years later, I met Jane. She treated my girls as her own, and when I saw on social media a picture of Sandra with her arms around another man, I decided to forget all about her. But then 8 years later, my doorbell rang. I opened it and saw her smiling at me with 2 full suitcases. "I'm back." I stared in disbelief, but she just laughed. "Did you miss me? I can't wait to make myself at home." But her smile instantly dropped when she saw Jane playing with our daughters. "Who's this bitch?" I asked Sandra if she was serious, and she gripped her head. "Oh my God, I told you in my letter I'd be back, and you go find someone else. This is my house." She went to step inside, but that's when my daughters got in her way. "We don't want you." Sandra froze and clenched her fists. "I'm your mother," but my eldest crossed her arms. "No, you stopped being our mother the day you left. Jane is our mother. You're just Sandra." I watched them throw the letter she'd left 8 years ago at her chest and felt so proud. Sandra dropped to her knees, crying, "This is so unfair. How could you do this to me?" But I just slammed the door. I woke up one morning and I was driving through a storm to pick my son up from soccer practice, flooring the accelerator, but then I saw a man stranded on the side of the highway. His car was broken down, and he had no jacket, and I remembered my dad teaching me to always show kindness. I pulled over and looked at my son's text. "It's so cold. When are you coming?" I told myself I'd only be a minute and stepped out into the rain. But when I saw the man, his face was blue. He was shivering so hard he could barely talk. "I need a spare tire," he said, pointing at his burst front tire. I gave him my jacket and the thermos of hot tea I'd packed for my son, then ran back and grabbed my spare. He tried to take the tire, but his fingers were frozen blue and he couldn't grip it. "Can you put it on for me, please?" I couldn't believe it and looked down at my phone. My son just texted, "Please hurry, I'm gonna be sick." But I knew the man would die if I didn't help him. So I changed his tire as fast as I could, my fingers bleeding and
Why didn't you just stay in the car?
cracking in the cold as I worked the bolts, praying my son was okay. "You're all set," I told him as I tightened the last screw and watched him climb in. I floored it the whole way to my son, and when I picked him up, he was coughing and shivering. I blasted the heat and told myself everything had worked out. But 2 weeks later, an opponent kicked my son in the head during his soccer game. I instantly sprinted onto the field and scooped him up, but he wouldn't stop twitching. I carried him through the hospital doors screaming for help, but the nurse said, "Take a seat. Someone will call you." My son son is seizing. Please take a seat, sir." Then a door opened, and a man in scrubs walked out. My eyes shot open in disbelief, because it was the man I'd helped on the highway. He saw me and stopped. "You gave me your tire in that storm." He looked at my son shaking in my arms. "I'm a neurosurgeon, and that boy needs surgery now." He told the nurse to start prepping him, and they rushed him through the doors. 12 hours later, the man walked out. "He's alive. If we'd waited even another hour, your son would be dead." I started crying and ran in. My son was awake, smiling at me. The fact I'd helped a stranger is the only reason my son was alive. I was driving through a storm to
Wednesday just became.
The cool older kids befriended me because I had a prosthetic leg, and during lunchtime they would make me take it off and hop around on my one good leg for their entertainment. But one day they got bored, and while I was hopping around on one leg, one of them named Jason walked over and swept my leg out from under me. I hit the ground hard and hurt my leg, and they laughed, and Jason threw my prosthetic at me, then walked away. That night I treated my good leg and taped as much metal to my prosthetic as I could. The next day, the older kids came up to me and told me to hop. I took my prosthetic off, and they pulled out their phones, expecting entertainment. Instead, I swung my prosthetic at Jason's kneecap as hard as I could. I heard his knee shatter, and he hit the ground. He started groaning in pain. "My knee!" And all his friends started laughing at him instead. I reattached my leg and told him, "Now you hop to the nurse's office," and walked away. The cool older, a man from animal control walked into our vet clinic with a dog that wouldn't stop growling. He set the cage down, found this dog tied to a pole on a highway. The owners abandoned it for weeks. The dog was barking aggressively at everyone, but then I saw the dog's neck. The rope cut into the neck, and the wound was infected. If we didn't treat it soon, the dog would die. My coworker laughed. "That dog isn't worth saving. I'm scheduling it to be put down tomorrow." My chest tightened. This dog gave up on humans and hated them, but I wasn't going to give up on him. I said, "No, I'm going to try to save it." To gain the dog's trust, I put my hand against the cage, but the dog bit me so hard I screamed. My coworker said, "See, it's a lost cause. It deserves to die." But I didn't want to give
What
up.
is that
I wrapped my hand and came back an
What?
hour later. The dog growled and barked the whole time, but I came back the next morning and sat next to the cage because